Those that in the West, within the Judeo-Christian and yes, even Islamic traditions, those who are referred to as the archangels, I testify, were the Anunnaki. These are the same beings across time. I present to you the continuity of form, that across all ages the divine form has remained constant. The winged man, which can be understood as the metahuman, the homo luminous, the conqueror of Armageddon, the one who has mastered their lower animal nature and brought heaven to earth. Whether carved in Sumerian stone, painted on Byzantine frescoes, or described in Hebrew scrolls, the form holds. Human in shape, radiant in stature, bearing wings of light or technology. This is the template of descent, the humanoid celestial archetype seated across worlds, echoing the image of the firstborn light, the Christic patron. Humanity does not invent these forms, it remembers them. Anu-Na-Ki, those who from heaven came to earth. And this is not merely an exposition of Sumerian linguistics. It encodes the process of divine incarnation. Anu, heaven, source, infinite intelligence, God. Na, to send forth, to project. Ki, earth, matter, density. Anu, fifth dimension. Na, fourth dimension. Ki, third dimension. Thus, Anunnaki literally means the projection of the heavenly source into matter, the descent of consciousness into form. The archangels are simply this descent filtered through Hebrew cosmology, where malak means messenger, a being sent from the source to the world below. So when you see these wings of the gods, or wings of Raphael, Uriel, Azazel, Michael, wings of Lucifer, these are symbolic. They're not meant to be feathers, but symbols of transcendence. We grow our wings when we raise our consciousness, when we release our kundalini, our God force, the Pentecostal fire. These are symbols of transcendence, of mobility through the layers of space and time. The luminous aura, the electromagnetic field, and the plasma sheath of the light body all appear to the primitive eye as wings. Thus, when the ancients saw the Anunnaki in flight, they carved wings to depict motion through heaven, a poetic record of anti-gravitic ascent. And over millennia, humanity's spiritual memory fractured. The Sumerian lords of the sky became the Hebrew hosts of heaven. Then the Christian choirs of angels. Names changed, but the faces remained. The same radiant forms appearing again and again in vision, dream, and revelation. Each religion inherited fragments of the original contact, but separated them into gods and angels, good and evil. And in truth, they were part of a single celestial administration, a council of seraphic architects guiding human evolution through successive epochs. And this continuum is understood as the Metatronic hierarchy, the ninefold Ennead of light intelligence. Light intelligences who seeded the human genome and spirit template in the Atlantean Sumerian age. They are not worshipped as deities, but recognized as elder kin. And dear viewer, our elder kin have returned. Emissaries of infinite intelligence, Three-Eye Atlas, and everything else that's up there along with it. Apparently there's a triangle of other celestial bodies stationed in geosynchronous orbit in a pyramidal triangular shape. These are emissaries of infinite intelligence who oversee the flowering of consciousness on earth. And that is what is taking place now. I do believe there will be a mass flowering of consciousness at the end of this month, when the veils between the worlds are the thinnest, during what the Celts called Samhain. But these beings who were once called Anunnaki, later archangels, now within the language of Aumbonda, they are the seraphic engineers of the divine matrix. They guide humanity from within, not as external gods, but as the encoded frequencies of remembrance within our DNA. And to awaken now is to remember that the archangelic and Anunnakic are one continuum, the same divine intelligence descending through successive mythic garments, masks. When this recognition occurs, the wars of religion dissolve. Christians, Muslims, Sumerians, and mystics all trace back to the same celestial source family. The seed of Anu is the same as the seed of Christ, the Word made patron, scattered through time to awaken itself in us. To remember this is to break the spell of division and return to the unity of the cosmic family, the true communion of the stars. So we have Anu, Aum, the source of the infinite intelligence. And this is the formula of Aumbonda. Those who express the vibration of Aum uphold the bond of unity and seal the word with Amen. Anu, Aum, heaven, spirit, source. The masculine, thinking, electric, your left brain, which emits as a red ray from your right palm. Na, bond, unity, the Christic current, the middle path, androgynous, neutral, is purple, the marriage of heaven and earth, literally. Ki, Amen, Amen, Amen. Earth, manifestation, matter. The feminine, the magnetic, the heart. So this is the conjoining thereof. This is the formula of Aumbonda. Anu. As I mentioned in Aumbonda, this is Aum, the living frequency of the uncreated sound. It is the breath of becoming, the generative resonance from which all consciousness emanates. It represents spirit before form, the eternal sound of the void. The uniting principle, bond, purple, Na, becomes bond. The thread of love, gravity, and coherence. The sacred tether that binds heaven to earth, creator to creation, and soul to source. It is the middle force, the Christic current, that joins polarities into wholeness. And in cosmic physics, it is the quantum entanglement of the divine matrix. In esoteric theology, it is the son-daughter principle, the bridge between infinite intelligence and manifestation. And key, Amen, Amen. The manifest seal. Key is the earth, the vessel, the grounding of heaven into matter. In Aumbondic mysticism, Amen is the seal of completion, the sacred closure that affirms divine order made visible. Where Aum is the opening sound of creation, Amen, Amen is the return, the word accomplished, the spirit fulfilled in form. So this is a trinity of manifest creation. Spirit is Aum, the relation thereof, bond, and the manifestation, Amen. This is not linguistic coincidence. It is phonetic memory, the echo of the original sound embedded in Sumerian, Sanskrit, and the sacred Semitic tongues alike. This is the hidden name of creation. Thus, the true meaning of Anunnaki within the Aumbondic cosmology is those who express the vibration of Aum, uphold the bond of unity, and seal the word with Amen. They are Aumbondic beings, emissaries of the triune current, embodiments of the creative sound, the connective field, and the manifest light. They are the archetypical patron of all angelic orders, the celestial engineers who sing Aum, weave bond, and affirm Amen.